How's it going, everyone? Justin Smith there, scouting and recruiting analyst for Touchdown Alabama. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Subscribers, hit that notification bell. Be notified when we drop content on our YouTube channel. Back today with another breaking recruiting news video, and this is a big one, a huge one, as the Crimson Tide just picked up a verbal commitment from five-star defensive back Caleb Downs out of Mill Creek High School in Georgia. Downs becomes the Tide's 15th commit in the 2023 recruiting class. He's the third five-star defensive back the Crimson Tide have pulled into their 2023 class, joining Jaleel Hurley and Tony Mitchell. And this defensive back class has an opportunity to be really special. It is already special. Could continue to add talent. I'll talk about that a little bit later in the video. But Downs chose Alabama over Georgia, Ohio State, and Notre Dame. Each of those schools, along with Tide, hosted them for an official visit in June. Tide did get him on campus for an unofficial visit during the spring as well. In terms of what Downs brings to the table and why he is a five-star defensive back across the board, one of those guys who will most likely continue to be a consistent five-star prospect in the future. But in terms of what he brings to the table, currently stands at 6 foot, weighs approximately 190 pounds, a true ball-hawking safety, a guy who seems to anticipate where the ball is going before the quarterback even releases it. You can see that out of a kid's game. You know what that goes back to. That goes back to his high IQ, probably studies a lot of film. He's one of those players who shows that on the field, and definitely like that out of a safety prospect. I know Minkah Fitzpatrick, guys like Eddie Jackson in terms of the Crimson Tide's safety positions during the Nick Saban era really did that really well in terms of being able to anticipate where a ball is going, jump routes, and take those interceptions back to the house. He has that playmaking ability on the back end as well. That is very impressive. That's obviously one of the strengths of his game, but I really like his ability to come downhill and help and run support. He's definitely one of the better tackling safeties in this 2023 class. Excellent in run support. Plays a little bit like a linebacker in terms of him coming downhill, making big hits on ball carriers, making plays in the backfield. Just almost looks as if he just knows where the ball is going, even when it is getting hand off to a running back. And that is why he is a five-star recruit, one of the top safety prospects, arguably the number one safety in the nation in the 2023 class. Huge pickup for the Tide. Crimson Tide's defensive back coach, Travaris Robinson, Nick Saban, Pete Golding. You can even look at Charles Kelly, the Crimson Tide safeties coach, and he recruits the Georgia and Alabama area as well for the Crimson Tide. They have built an excellent defensive back class, a stellar class. Could still add guys like Makari Vickers, the four-star defensive back out of Tallahassee, Florida, who the Crimson Tide have prioritized in the 2023 cycle. Also looking at a guy like Bryce Thornton out of Georgia as well, a safety prospect who the Crimson Tide really like as well. So the Tide's 2023 defensive back class is well on its way to becoming one of the best on paper in terms of rating and rankings that Nick Saban has pulled in during his time at Alabama, one of the best for sure. So with Downs' commitment, the Tide does have 15 2023 commits. He is their third five-star defensive back commit, but he's their fourth defensive back commit overall, joining Hurley, Mitchell, and also Brayson Hubbard, who's expected to be a defensive back at the next level, although he plays quarterback at the moment for Ocean Springs High School in Mississippi. So that is the breakdown I wanted to provide you guys with today. You guys can continue to follow Touchdown Alabama on Alabama recruiting updates and everything. As always, I am Justin Smith, the scouting and recruiting analyst for Touchdown Alabama.